Yeah.
Actually, yesterday I created three branches to TP. After that, what happened? I tried to deploy I create package and I try to deploy it, but
Yeah.
I can't do deployed that one into test environment.
So it's give like connector license exceeded something you're getting.
Something like that. Correct, correct, correct. Yeah.
What are the like like an FTP and disk, and what are the connections you have used?
I used FTP to FTP to normal disk CSV format, and FTP to this XML format.
Only like 3 connectors you have used.
Only 3 connectors I used. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any other process deployed in your Atom?
Yeah, that initially when started, right? The first FTP to CSV.
Okay, same connections you have used for all these, or like in separate connection you have used?
I used a separate connection.
So that is the reason. Actually, I want to tell you one thing here. Account information and setup, right? Go to here.
Okay.
And go to under licensing, account and licensing. Okay. So here you can see we have connector classes. Okay. So connector classes, we have like a standard connectors, means it is like for prod. Okay, these connectors we have like prod, and we have standard test connectors. We have 3. Okay, so basically we only they're going to give like 3 licensed connectors we have to use for production, and we have to test. We have test. We have available connections in 3, and for prod we can deploy up to 3 licensed connections. Okay. So in deployed in prod, I have 0, means available still 3.
Okay.
In standard test connectors, I have purchased like 3, deployed 2. Okay, available 1. So as of now, in my process, like test like I'm usually like I'm using like test only, right? As of now, CBC. In test environment, I have deployed only in test environment so far. FTP disk CSV upload. Okay. So I have 3 connections for each. Production I have 3, and test environment 3. In production, still I haven't deployed any process, so I'm available like still 3. In test environment, deployed already 1 process. So that is the reason out of 3, 2 are used, only 1 is available. But
so
see,
two mean like we have a disk and FTP, right?
FTP, yes, exactly. See here, but in our scenario, like I have 3 connectors, FTP and FTP and a disk, right? I have 3 connectors, but I deployed into test environment. It is still showing you have used 2. Still 1 more is available, but I have 3 connectors. May I know the reason? So why? Because whenever like we are going to deploy, so generally when we are going to take license of account, we need to purchase connectors, okay, from the Delbumi. Okay, along this account we should buy connectors. So how many connectors required for your business? Okay, we need to buy it, like for test environment, how many connectors you required. For production environment, how many standard connectors required. So connectors here it is for test is like a standard test. Okay, this is, and for production we have standard connectors. Okay, so we should buy separate like how many required for like a test environment, how many required for like production environment, or like 20 30 or like 50, how many standard connectors required for both environment. Based on that we are going to use. So here how that connectors list will like an account will be like applied when you are going to deploy any process means, here we have like 3 connectors we deployed, but still my test connectors like showing. So you have purchase.
We didn't deploy this thing, right?
No, I deployed, right? FTP disk CSV. Yeah, earlier like we deployed, right? This one, first one.
First one we deployed.
Yeah, FTP and disk.
Correct.
So that is the reason three I have purchased 3 connectors and used 2 connectors and available 1 connector.
Correct. Okay.
Okay, but still, if you see, even I'm going to create a package for this. I have 3 connectors now. Okay, I'm going to deploy this one also. Test environment. Deployment successfully means now how many connectors we deploying? With 3 connectors we deploying for this process, right? Now
Yeah.
go to settings here and account information and setup and licensing. And if you see here, standard test. 3 purchased, 2 deployed, still 1 more is available. See here again, what are the deployed? A connector deployed in class, standard in test environment, FTP and disk.
Okay.
So how it is in calculating? See, we have 3 FTP and disk, but here it's showing FTP disk. Why? Because whenever so it is based on connection, how many connection you created. So see here, the same connection I'm using for both FTP. I'm using the same connection, and for archiving also I'm using the same connection. So it is calculated, means we are referring to the same connection for both connectors. I use 2 different connectors, but I'm referring only single connection, FTP connection.
Okay, even though your method is get and send, both are different, but still you are connecting same.
Yeah, get understand. Those are actions. Okay, those are operations. But if coming to connections, I've used referring only one connection for both for common library. You see here this one. Okay. So that is the reason it is treated as a one.
Okay.
Okay. And disk is a separate connection again. So how many totally? 2.
And so, we can repeat any time, right? For this same connection, we can repeat any time.
Yeah, we can repeat. So that is the way we can save our connections.
Okay.
We can save our cost.
Okay.
Okay.
So my case, I created for practice, I created
multiple connections. Yeah, new connections you created. So
but name only different.
Name means what? Name
FTP connection _1 I kept.
For one is other one is FTP connection.
Same, I think _2, I guess.
That is 2, right? Different, right?
Oh, if name is differ, I think it's counting.
So, right. For one connection, you give one name only, right? We cannot give 2 names.
Okay.
So whenever you are going to create connection, connection name is unique. Right? So you cannot give 2 names for one connection, right? So I think you should create 2 connections. That is the reason. So FTP connection _1, FTP connection _2.
No, the first time when we create, right, I just put the FTP connection only. Yesterday, whatever I created, that is FTP connection _1.
Yeah, that is a new connection you created.
Yeah, maybe correct.
So
let me check maybe my account information.
Yeah. So that is the reason, we are going to maintain all connection list into common library. So whenever other person going to use any FTP connection, he is going to refer from the same common library and going to use it instead of creating a connection.
Okay, but can we display? Can we move to the common library? Where is the path? Where? How can save the connection to the common path?
So already yesterday I told you, right? So create a new folder like this and give something as something common. Should create like this. Okay. So where you created your project, in which folder you created those projects, from that folder, you can check the connectors, and suppose these are the connectors. Let's assume you are going to use an HTTP client or something. So just click on, and if suppose these are the connection you have used, just drag and drop and place it into common library or in common connections.
Okay.
What are the connections you have? Suppose you have AS2 connection, just drag and drop. Okay, Okay, this is the way you can drag and drop all your connections into common library.
Okay, only drag and drop is the option, or we can when we create we can save in the folder itself.
No, we can save it in the folder, but thing is, see, suppose we have like a number of processes, right? Number of modules will be there. Number of within a single project, we have number of process, number of modules we are going to create, right? Suppose this is one of the process, HA management, and right. Suppose you are like your team members are working on the same project, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you are going to like using like a same FTP server for different process, but if you're using like the same FTP server, so only one connection is enough, right?
Okay.
If you're connecting to only one FTP server, or you are using like one database for your application, right? So one connection for FTP, one connection for database is enough, right? Suppose you are working on you required to create like an FTP connection, and also your friend also working like with FTP server, connecting with FTP server and database connections. So you are going to create a one connection. Your friend also creating FTP connection for the same server. Then there is no use, right? So for single connection, see, for single server, only one FTP connection is enough.
Okay.
Instead of like creating multiple connections. So that is the reason we are going to create a common folder, and there we are going to create a one server for one FTP connection. Then you and your friend going to use the same connections from the same library. So other persons also, whenever they require, they are going to refer this common connection folder and going to use if already is there.
Okay.
FTP connection details with the same server.
Okay. No, I got it. I got this point. But the question is different.
Yeah.
See, when the shape we are pulling, right, FTP we are pulling, right, and we are configuring the connection, right. Yeah. While the configuration itself, we can save it into the common folder, or it will default. It will save in the process only.
Yeah. So you are going to suppose whenever it is here I created. Like, suppose I am going to create a connection here. Let's say. When you create a connection here, automatically it's going to create your own folder where your process is created.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So correct. This is the way you can just have to move this connection to your common connection folder from your own folder to personal folder to development folder to connection folder. Okay. By default, it's going to create your own folder. Okay. Where your process is. Suppose I'm like created this connection. So this connection is like my process is created under main folder, right? Parent folder. Correct. So my process is running here. So my connection is also going to create by default into this training GoPMSR here.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. So here, under connectors here, my connection is like created. So these connectors we should move it to.
Oh, okay. That is my question. We can we have to move only, right, to the common
folder. That is what like I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. No, what I thought when we create this connection, right, that time itself we can save it into the common folder. Directly we can.
No. So we cannot. So where your process is created in the same folder, by default it is going to be created.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. You can move it after that. Sure. Otherwise, directly you can go to common library here. You can create a component here, I think, right? And if you want to create a connection here, you can create a connection. So you can for FTP or like in a box or COPA, whatever, give a component.
Okay.
Directly you can create a first connections in your common library. So later you are not going to create here, just you can browse it.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
That is the two ways.
Okay.
So and coming to like a connector license, right? So this is the one way. Suppose let's assume we have standard test connector. We have purchased like 3 connectors, right? Okay. So in this case, I have like 2 test environments. One is for dev, one is for like test environment for QA. Okay. These are like 2 environments we have, and in these 2 environments, I'm using like same Atom. I'm using like Atom means server. Okay, yeah. Atom 1, and this is also like Atom 1. Okay, why? Because the same server like installed into one CPU one, right? Dev means this is like CPU one, right?
Yeah.
And for test environment also I created for okay, I like installed CPU2, the same server Atom 1.
Okay.
This is the like, so this dev environment I had. In this dev environment I attached one Atom 1. So this Atom 1 is deployed into CPU 1. And I have test environment. This test environment is attached with Atom 1 server. This Atom 1 is again installed into CPU 2.
Okay.
Means single server, single installable file we are installed into two different CPUs. And
Okay.
those CPU 1 Atom is installed dev 1, CPU 2 Atom installed to test. Now I deployed the same process FTP disk, let's say. So here the process is FTP disk CSV upload. So the same process I have like two connectors. Like two connectors I have used. So this process I have deployed into Atom 1, and the same process I deployed into test environment. In both environments I deployed. Now what is the count of connectors?
Okay. Will it be only two? Will it be same? Because we are using same connectors for both the environment.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
It is like two. Why? Because we are using like same Atom.
Correct.
We are using like the same Atom.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you are moving into the production, then it will here it will take two, and there also it will take two.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So if it is like different atoms, then this is the different atoms. This is also different atom dev environment. This is also like, these both are like test atoms only, test environment, like test environments only. So atoms are different. Then it's going to be calculated as like 2 plus 2 equal to 4.
4. Okay.
4 test connectors is required.
Okay.
Okay, got it. So
got
this is remember this one when you are going to work with any kind.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's why yesterday I got this error. Okay, understand that.
Now I'm going to I'm going to use like one more branch. Okay. So when you're like archiving the files, and when you're going to convert into XML file, and the third one is, so I want to like notify an email, so the file is like successfully be placed. So otherwise we'll do one thing. So instead of this, I'm going to take one more scenario, real time scenario like this. So let's say, so this is like two branches I have. So let's assume this process like scheduled, this process scheduled every 1 hour, or like every day it is running in particular time. So every day it is running like so every day it is like running morning like 5 a.m. or like 6 a.m. or every day it is running on midnight 12 a.m. let's say. Okay, it's particular time it is scheduled every day. So what happened? So it is taking the file on particular time every day 12 a.m. and pull the files and take the archive and storing into disk file, converting CSV into XML and storing into disk. Suppose let's assume on particular day we are not received the file from FTP location. Basically we don't have files on particular day. So
okay.
It is running on the same schedule like 12 a.m. So what will happen? It's not going to pick any files. Why? Because we don't have any files in FTP location.
Okay.
Okay. So then business users need to notify. So the process is not running, and we can say that, so there is no files are there on that particular day while it is running on this process. Okay. Then business user will notify, yes, this file is not there. That is why it is not running. Then how should we know? How should we notify the user? Dynamically. Okay, you got it right?
Okay, I got it.
Got it, right? A particular day, if you don't have any file, you should notify the business users. So these days I don't have files. That is the reason my process, Delbhoomi process, is not running. Okay. So then how we are going to notify it? That is the question here. So we are going to use some logic here. How we are going to use it? Okay. So I'm going to create a set properties here again. Why? Because I want to create a key and value. Okay. Set property is nothing but general, it is a key and value. Right. Why? Because see, whenever we are going to create it, this is the key, this is the value. So this is the key name is file name, and values file name of the file name. That is like a value. So here I'm going to use like this. Okay. And save it. So when file is there, if you observe, right, when we don't have any file, the FTP, it is going to be like stopped here. Understand? When we don't have any file in a drive HQ FTP location, then automatically it's going to start the process and it's going to run the FTP location if we don't have file, and it's going to be stopped here, and there is no next step not going to be moved. Yesterday you observed, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it is showing like in 0 documents like that. Means other steps not going to be executed. Then here my scenario is what I'm going to do is here I'm going to create a dynamic process property. I'm going to create a property type is not document property. So I will tell you what is like a dynamic process property, and I'm going to create like a dynamic process property. So my process property name is I'm going to give it file data. I'm going to use file data give something like true. My property name I give one like file dynamic process property value is true. Okay. So whenever file is there, let's say whenever file is there, then after that this set properties will be in the next step is it will be executed. Set property shape will be executed. And I created dynamic process property value is file data. I created a file data. The property name is static value assigning to this property as true. Okay. Then the next step is what I'm going to do is once the file is like placed in archive and the disk location, everything is good. Let's assume we don't have any file. We don't have any file. We are going to notify the email. Then I'm going to take one more branch shape here. I'm going to take one more branch shape before FTP location. Before FTP location. Here, one more FTP location. So before FTP location, I'm taking a branch. So this branch is generate when we are going to start the process. When we are going to start the process, and first branch will be executed always. Okay, you got it?
Okay.
First branch always going to be executed everywhere. So if you take this branch also, first branch will be executed. If you take this branch also, its first branch will be executed. This one. Total. Right? Now let's assume if you don't have any file. Okay. If you don't have any file here in FTP location, then it's not going to be executed towards. Right?
Okay.
Okay, then this set property shape not executed, and this file data should not be like something like it's not going to assign true. Okay, so I will tell you what is the dynamic process property now. So actually we are as of now we are seeing document property. Document property we are seeing. So document property is nothing but it is a document level property. The name itself saying like a document level properties. what are the like document level properties? What is the file name? So what is the file name? What is the like file size, and what is the document ID? So this is property is nothing but we are going, right? What is the property? Property is nothing but it is going to describe something about like particular object, right?
Correct, yeah.
So document property is nothing but we are receiving the records. Generally Dell Boomi we are called it is a records, or like files we are called it is a documents. Document property is nothing but we are going to give some information about like document. So like, so what is the document ID? What is the document file name? Right, we are like in setting C. Suppose we are taking here, we are setting file name. So what is the file name we are taking? Document file name, right? Document property we are taking, and we are taking like an FTP file name, right? Why? Because we are like the file is coming from the FTP location. So this is just for document level, document properties, document level properties.
Okay.
Dynamic document process. So here we are taking like one more process property, that is nothing but a dynamic process property. See, so dynamic process property is different. This is important. Dynamic process property. Dynamic process property is nothing but this property is available at process level. It's going to be changed dynamically.
Okay.
Remember, then within the like name you can define this definition. It says this property is available at process level. When you create like a property, generally property is nothing but it having like key and value. Property is having like key, name, and key value. Any property, suppose if you're taking like file name, how we are going to define file name? File name is a key name. What is the file name? So something like some xx.cs means it is a key name and it is a key value. This is like a property. If you take like a username, then you should define username something like xyz. So this is the way you are going to define every property. Okay. The same way, like a dynamic process property is a key name, a key and value. Document property also has a key and value. But only thing, when you define your key and value, so this key and value is available at document level. And when you define dynamic process property, this is also key and value. But once you define that key and value, it is available at process level. Process level means wherever you are going to define this key and property, key and name, this value is available anywhere in the process.
Okay.
Anywhere in the process. But the document property is only available where the document is like passing. Okay. Suppose here we defining like file name. Sorry, here defining like file name, FTP file name. So whatever like suppose we are receiving like two files from the FTP location, right? From here to here, here to here. Only where first file name, what is the first file name, what is the second file name? So means whenever like first file is like executed on this first document is executed on this set property set, then it's going to take that file name. If the second document is executed on the same set property set, it's going to take second file. Right? And along with this document, the file name also like moving. Okay.
Correct.
That is the reason. So this document property, whatever like we created a file name here, this file name we cannot use it in branch levels. Means we created a file of document property here in set property set. Those document properties we cannot use in branch 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So here I created like FTP file name. This is like a document level. So this FTP file name we cannot use in here. That is the reason. Again, we are using like something like this file name. If we are going to use whatever like getting here file FTP file name, we cannot use it here. But whereas like dynamic process property, we have some restrictions in document property. So but dynamic process property. So wherever you can define any property, that property you cannot use in branch level. Means the same property you can use it here.
Okay.
Okay, and also this property we can use it in sub process. Suppose this is the one process. Okay, process A. I'm going to create a process B also. Suppose we have number of process. Let's assume. Okay, I created this process in FTP disk CSV load. I created this process that is nothing but dynamic process property file data. So this data, file data, once assigned this true value. Let's assume once assigned this true value here. This true value file data equals to true. This value means I'm going to use anywhere in the other process also. Why? Because I'm going to call this process by using like a process call. Means suppose this is one more one. Suppose we have process A, we have process B. We have process B. Suppose I created a dynamic process property in process A, and still that process property, dynamic process property, we are going to use in process B. But we don't have any link between the process A and process B. But how can we use it? We can use it by calling process A. We can call the process B from process A by using process call shape. We can call process B by from process A by using process call shape. We have one more process call is there. Execution shape is there. So we can call any other process from one process. Okay. So when we are going to call this process, then we are still this dynamic process property also available on the sub process.
Okay.
This is like a sub process. This is like a parent process. Why? Because this sub process will called by parent process. Any dynamic process property is created in process A, still we can fetch the data like a value here in process B after process calls. Okay, so we have like anywhere. That is the reason. Like once we created, we can use it anywhere in the process. Okay. Suppose you created the set properties here, but still you can use it here. You can create it anywhere. You can use it here.
So when we go with the dynamic, we can call anywhere.
Yes, exactly. But document is nothing but not it is not going to work like that.
Share to anywhere.
Yeah.
It's for only one.
Where the document is like flowing, where the document is flowing, and in the same flow, the document property also going to be forward along with the document. Suppose the document will flow like this, then only this document property will flow in the same flow. In forward.
Okay.
Dynamic process property is nothing. Even though here we using see, I will tell you the clear reason. If you see here, I'm going to use file data created dynamic process property DPP. We can call it dynamic process property. We can call this DPP. Okay. So file data, I created file data. When it is executed, when file is there, it is executed. I'm assigning values true. So let's assume file is not there. It's not going to execute. Then file data should be null. Why? Because it's not going to assign. File data is null default. So now what I'm going to fetch this value now. I'm going to use decision shape here. I'm going to use decision shape. One more logical shape I'm going to use. This is the logical shape. Okay. Here go to logical shape. I'm going to use decision. And decision shape is nothing but I already told you. Right? So decision shape is nothing but suppose if you want to compare two values. Compare two values, A and B, or A equals to B, or A not equals to B. Okay, something like. If you want to compare two values by using some conditions, then you can use decision shape. First value, second value. Suppose I have a first value is A. So A is equals to B. Suppose A is equal to something like we are receiving book, and B equals to something like Magesh. So we are going to compare both characters are strings are same. A equals to B. If it is A equals to B, you are giving like no true. A not equals to B, it's going to give like no false. This is like a conditional actions. Decision shape is nothing but conditional actions.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So here I'm going to use like a decision shape here. Okay. Now here I created like a dynamic process property. Wherever you created a process property, we can access anywhere. So this is like a file data. Remember the same value, the same property you should use when you are going to fetch this value.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use like a decision shape here. What is the first value? First value I need to compare. That is nothing but dynamic process property. Here we have to use dynamic process property. What is the property name I'm going to use? Control V. That is like a property name is file data.
Okay.
We don't have default value. That's it. And equals to comparison. So equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equals to, like this. We have like no second like comparison this. And the second value is, suppose I'm going to give empty. Static is empty. Static is empty. That's it. First value I'm giving file data. If file data is equals to empty, means file data, if suppose we don't have any value. If the file data is equals to empty, it is true. Means if it is not executed, this one, what is the value should be there in file data? Null.
Okay.
If it is executed, set property is executed, file data is assigned with true. If it is not executed, what is the value of file data is empty, right? It is not going to be assigned.
Okay.
Then means there is no file in the FTP location. If file data is equals to empty, means there is no file in the FTP location. Then here I want to notify. Let's, as of now, I'm going to give like a stop here. Suppose if it is executed, means the file, if it is file is there, it's going to be executed, right? The next step will go. If file is there, it's going to be executed. File is there, then what will happen? File data, dynamic process property is there, right? File data. This file data is assigned with like no true. Then once it is branch 1 is executed, then it's going to come to branch 2. Then it's going to check decision shape. File data is empty this time? No, it is true. True equals to empty? False.
False.
Then this one will be false path will be executed. False path will be executed. Let's take one test. Now let's assume I think we don't have any files in the drive HQ. See here, I don't have any files in the FTP location. FTP, we see FTP. Shape source data, again it is 0. Why? Because there is no data is coming from the shape.
Okay.
And the connection data, if you see here, FTP, we don't have. There is no data display. Means empty documents. FTPs don't have any file. Then go to decision shape here. And the decision shape, what is the first value? File data, right? File data, first value, parameter 1 value is null. Okay. What is the parameter 2 value? Second value. First value is null. Why come file data is null? Second value also empty. Then result equals to, oh, okay. I think result equals to true means empty. Both are like not true. Result equals to true. Empty equals to true means there is no file data. So means there is like a stop. True is nothing but we can notify by using this. There is no data is available. We can say that there is no data is available.
Okay.
Got it, right? This one, you understand this one? See here. Here we defined file data assign it true, but it is not executed. Set property if not executed
But
means
static is the hard coded, right? True, true has
it is
some value. True
true.
has some definition here. No, right?
No. So, you can say like in static value it's empty. Otherwise you can use like not true. Then, otherwise you can use like if it is true, let's assume if it is true, file is there. Okay. You can use like this one. Then in your case, so in destination shape, what we are going to do? If file data is equal to true, means what? File should be there, right?
Okay.
Then just display name again. File is there in input like an FTP. This is what. This is just for like understanding purpose. I'm writing like this. File was not there. Okay. Now let's change it. Now, if you run this, display name you can give anything. Now it is not executed. Set properties is not executed, but what we are setting file data. See here, set property is not executed. So file data, if it is executed, file data should be true. Right?
Correct.
If it is executed, the true value is assigned to file data property. But if it is not assigned, means file data should be empty. That is a word like I'm giving empty here. Then if you go here, file data should be empty. The first value what it is, file data we are retrieving, right? First data decision shape, we have first value, second value, right? First value we are fetching dynamic process property, file data. So file data is like null, right? Empty. And the second value we are giving like a constant, like a static value true. Both are equal, not equal. So true equals to false. Then what is the result? File was not there in FTP.
Okay.
Got it. Now I want to put some file into this location. Let's assume.
So simply that set properties, right? You just put the dynamic process property. Right?
Yeah.
There you put static equal to static is true. So which means that true has some value. Which means
true. It is a Boolean value, right? True is a Boolean value.
It's a Boolean value. We cannot give anything like other than that, right?
We cannot. So yeah. So that is why like you can give like true. Why? Because you over like it is completely on your like logical thinking. See here file data. So how should we know like file is there, file is not there, or file is there? Using something like I'm using file data is a property name I'm going to assign. Let's assume we can say like this. I'm going to give you some task like file data. If file is there, it is executed. Set property is executed and assigning true. Then if it is not executed, what value will be there in file data? Let's give me on what data will be available in file data.
If it is not, then it is empty or
empty, right? It's not going to assign. This true value is not going to assign to this file data property.
Yeah, I got it. I got that.
Yeah. So then based on this condition, based on this one file data property, how can you say file is there, file is not there? Tell me. Give me some like this is just like a mathematical function.
No. My question is the true is the Boolean value, right? True or false.
Boolean value.
So in this case, we can give only the value or true or false, or we can give anything like that. It's
only like you can compare, right? So you can match with this. You can match with this. You can match two ways only we can give. Suppose if file is there, true. So if file is there true, you should compare with like true, right?
Okay.
If file is not there, you can compare file data is equal to null. Then you can compare with the second value is null or like an empty.
No. I understand that. My point is here in the set properties we can give only true or false, not other value, right? Not maybe.
You can give anything. You can give anything. Not only true or false. You can give anything. Like if you, so that's what I'm saying. You can give anything. Suppose file data is there. You can give like an S flag. You can like an Y.
No, can we give your name or my name, something like that? It's odd
That
for
is not,
right?
you can give it, but it is not like, you can follow some standards. Okay. File data is there, then I can say like an S. I can hear S, flag equals to S. So he should compare, like, if file data is there, then you can compare with like an S like this. That value, this value, second value.
Okay.
So that is what like I'm telling. So this file.
So whatever value we give in set property, same thing we have to give in a decision. But since you are giving yes, then you are giving.
Yeah, that's what, right? We have to compare, right? We have to compare.
Okay.
We have to compare. We have to compare, right? That's what I'm telling you. So if you given how we are going to compare. If you're giving yes, suppose file is there, so I can say yes. If file is not there, how can you compare? No, right?
Okay.
Yes or no? True or false? Empty or not empty?
Like that only we have to
Equal
compare.
or unequal? Like that is what compare, right?
And same value we have to give in decision.
Yes, exactly. Otherwise, you should not. It's going to give like an yes. Then if it is equals to yes, yes, file is there. File data, it should not be empty. Empty equals to yes, no. Then it's go to false.
One more thing, like I just want to ask. In set properties, can you go set properties? In set properties, you just you gave property type is excuse me, sorry, and property name file data, right? So so which mean is it taking as a file name? It's a data. You are just
No, just it is just, you can give any name, like if you are confusing. I'm going to give like something like flag. Flag equals to S means something I'm giving to some like an identification.
Which means something is coming from FTP. It's not about the file or something like that. Something come from FTP.
No, this is just a name. That's what like that's what file key is something like we can assign, and you can give any name. You can give any name. It's just assigning a value. Whatever like we are assigning value S. So we are not assigning file data. We are assigning S. No, then it is like a file data equals to S.
Okay.
It is game like it is going to store like this. File data is a key, and we are assigning some S value.
Okay.
And
when we give here yes, and decision we can give only yes, not true, right? If we give true there, if we won't pick, right?
Yes. It is just I'm going to give like a flag. So if a flag equals to S, then you have to like dynamic process property. You should give like a flag. Why? Because the same value we are like retrieving here.
Okay. And the static value, okay. Here static
value. So what we are comparing here, static value is we are like comparing with like
yes only,
yes, right? You have to compare here also, right? So if it is just means the file is there. If you cannot give other name, right? Why? Because if you give something like any name, then how we are going to compare? If someone else, if someone is yes, we are like saying no. Right? This is just comparison.
Okay.
The opposite name.
But Gopi, in this set properties, something is coming from FTP, then it is yes. It's not about the file or something like that, right? Not only the file.
Yeah.
It can be anything. Something is coming there, then it is yes. If nothing is there, and then it's set as no, maybe not there. In the decision, we can make it as no.
No, we cannot make it as no. We cannot make it is no, this one.
Yeah, we can make a yes only here. Yeah. But the false, we have some condition, right?
Yeah, false condition. Yeah, file was not there in FTP.
It automatically will go to false.
False. Why? Because see
the condition.
See, this is simple condition. First value flag, right? Flag means what? Where this it's going to fetch. First value means dynamic process property name equal to flag. So it's going to look at this dynamic process property is initialized anywhere.
Okay.
Here first branch it is initialized with.
Okay.
If it is executed, it is initialized. If it is executed, assigned with S. If it is not executed, flag is empty. We are not assigning any value, empty. Right? Then after that, it's going to be executed. It's going to check. flag value. What any value is assigned to this flag, then it's going to fetch that value. That is the first value. If it is assigned, if it is executed, it will be assigned as a S. Then it will first parameter one value. This one is S. Is S is equals to S. Yes, true. True means it is executed means file is there. That is the way it is S. S is equal to S means file is there. Suppose it is not executed means there is no value is assigned to flag. Means flag is empty. Empty value. Parameter one value is empty. And empty is equals to S. No, right? False, right? The condition is false. Then where it goes?
Go down.
Means file was not there. That is the reason it is not executed and it's not going to ascend as S.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
So if file is there, then the set properties will move on, right?
Move on this one. It's going to be complete all these steps.
And also it will come decision and it move to
this is the first branch, right? This is our first branch. When first branch, we have one more branch. Let's assume this is like a single path.
Okay.
Perspective, branch one perspective. So
first
this is like
completed.
First branch. It is completed. First
then,
completed.
Okay.
Then it's go to second branch.
Second branch. Sequence wise is come, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Then it will stop here true, right? Here it stop, it will true.
True. File is there in FTP and then content. So here, where is this? Okay. My storage. I'm going to upload file now again.
Sure. That's why yesterday when I create, right, I put just get only, not delete. Get and delete. We have to update each and every time, right?
Yeah.
In my process, I just kept as get only.
Okay. So here now I'm going to test it. Why? Because I have file now.
Yeah.
Test it. Now say it is going to be assigned. I will. Earlier, like file dot is not assigned. Why? Because it's not executed, empty. Now it is going to be executed. The file is there, then it's going to continue all this process, first branch.
Correct. Yeah.
Then this time it's going to be assigned as a S. S means the file is there. Then we should compare here in next step. It is S. See here. You go to set property shape. Parameter one value is assigned S. Means what value is only one parameter right here. That is a flag. Flag is assigned with S. So once it is completed, it's going to be executed second branch. So here, what is we are fetching first value? We are fetching from the dynamic process property. That is like an S. Why? Because here it is executed. We are assigning this. Then we are comparing with like a second value, static value. We are comparing with S. Yeah. If S equals to X, true means file is there. Then file is not there. Then we are flag equals to empty. Empty equals to S. No, it's going to be executed this one.
Okay. And can you go decision? Okay. Back.
Yeah. Oh. Let me put one more.
Yeah. Decision. And can you explain this one time? This parameter one value is.
Yeah, parameter one value is nothing but. So we have first value, second value right here. Here first value, we have second value. We are comparison. First value comparison with second value in relationship. First value, what we defined, we are like fetching this dynamic process property. We are initialized here. Yes, flag equals to S. Those flag property name we are like fetching in first parameter. Dynamic process property we are given first value as a flag. So what is assigned here? We are fetching in dynamic process the first property. That is like a parameter one value S. Okay. And second one is a parameter two is where constant value we are given S. Right? That is the value. and comparison result is S equals to S. True, right?
And parameter 2, this is there I'm getting what
Constant value. This is constant value.
okay.
This is constant value. Go here. This constant value.
Oh, first value, second value. First value is the parameter 1, right?
That is what? That was session. First value is parameter 1. Second value is parameter 2.
Okay. Now I understand. Okay. First value already we set it from the set properties, sir.
Yeah.
There it is, yes. And second value constant we are update same, yes, sir.
Yeah. For yes.
If both are same, then it is moving to true.
Okay. Condition is not met, then false.
Then it will come to down. Okay. But okay. Anyway, condition is okay. If decision second value we updated n, no something like that. Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Then it will come to down, right? In this case.
Yeah, if no file is there, let's assume if it file is there.
File is there, then the flow will come to false, right?
Yeah, that's of course. Even file is there, it's going to file was not there. See, if it is say no, file is there, then what will happen? Always file was not there in FTP. Even file is there, it's saying file was not there in FTP.
Correct. Okay, maybe after the process we can take it forward from here, right? Maybe email or something you said, right?
Yeah,
we can take it forward from here. Okay,
yeah.
got it.
So that is like we can put like a right condition, so you can apply your logic here like
got it.
If it is no, always even file is there, it is just it is no, then even file is there, it is going to be go to false path. Yes, we can say file was not there, even file is there,
because it is matching the parameter only.
Yeah,
for the decision, it's not about the file actually it is there or not, but it's checking the condition.
Checking the condition, yes, exactly. Okay. If it is file is there in FTP and continue, right? So if file is there, we are not going to. If file is not there, we are going to notify the users. Okay. So that's why we are going to use always yes. You cannot use no. Okay. So here I'm going to like stop. I'm going to delete this one. Stop it. Okay. Now I want to send a notification. I want to use send a notification. I'm going to use like a mail connector. If you go to mail, here we have like a mail connector is available. Okay, I'm going to use like a mail connector here.
Then it is a third connector, right, for you?
Yeah, this is for third connector, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to use like a mail connector. Just configure mail connector, mail, and I want to action is send. I want to send a mail. I don't want to receive a mail. Okay. And a connection should go create a connection here. So connection, like we need mail server details actually.
Oh.
Okay, actually we need mail server details. So generally we don't we have going to use like Gmail, and but we should like change our Gmail settings. Okay, that is not good. If you have any temporary, then we can use it, but as of now, no. So you can give like a host name of your server, port name, and so what are the authorization like username, password of your mail server. I mean your Gmail account username and password. If you are using like TLS SSL, you can check the checkbox.
Maybe in the real time account can give, right? The project can give.
Yeah. Project means they are going to give their own organization level. Suppose if it is Microsoft, they are going to give Microsoft emails. Okay. Like any organization going to give this. So as of now, I'm not going to create a new one. I'm going to create a common one. So which is provided by Boomi. Okay. Boomi like providing these connections. You can so they are setting one email server. Okay, but we don't know password. They know only. So we can use this connection. Okay.
How can I
yeah, I think this one is available in your course. If you followed course, you should be get those things. You have Boomi University, right?
Okay. Okay.
I think in Boomi Essential or something in associate developer course, they will ask you to download process library. Okay, somewhere. I think wait here. Boomi Essential. I think 1 second. This one is not there. 1 second. Somewhere they're going to provide along with the process. Okay. FTP disk.
Or mail or something.
Hmm. I think it is long back they provided, but I don't know. The course was changed. The email error handler subprocess basic. Yeah, mail API basic example. That's mail. Mail. Let's use this one.
Copy. Hello.
Hello.
No, mine power cut actually here. That's why it got disconnected.
Yeah,
Just,
then we'll come.
join.
Okay.
You got it? This
No.
session,
So
I didn't see your screen.
no. I didn't get it. Let's still searching. So which one currently? Somewhere like process in FTP. I will let you know. So on which example it is there.
Okay.
Initial something. So why? Because they're going to ask you to download one of the from the Boomi process library. They're going to ask you to download one process. Okay. In the
Okay.
course content, one of the example. I'm not sure when which it is. So they're going to ask one process. In that process, they're going to inbuilt connection. They're going to provide.
Okay.
So already configurations connections they're going to provide it, and you can reuse it. You can download this particular process, and we are going to copy that connection into common folder. You can reuse it. The same thing I did. So instead of creating and setting my emails, still you can use email Gmails. If you have any dummy Gmail actions, you can try it. But as of now, you can use it other emails. But so as of now, I don't have that password. Password number is not exposed. Why? Because they're this is encrypted. We cannot see. We can see a post and hold and username, but we cannot see the password. Okay.
Okay.
So as of now, I'm going to use this one. Connection name is Boom. I will tell you so where it is exactly. So you can download that process. And operation is I'm going to create a send email. Okay. Send a notification notify email. Okay. So from address, what is the from address here? I'm going to give Bhumi train at gmail.com something I'm giving, and the two address is my address I'm going to give. Okay, subject file was not there on but okay, and attachment I'm not going to and inline and text plain I'm going to send. So so subject it is, and the file was not there, and true address and bhumitran at gmail.com. This is my
And Gopi, and the connection you gave something like from Bhumi, right? But here in this action, you are giving Gmail from Gmail. Will it be okay? The two different things?
No. So that is they are like no. See if connection data. We see connection details. They are like using only Gmail only. Okay. Actually, I remember. So they're using like this is Gmail server only, not emails or any other servers.
Oh, then we can give any Gmail account, right?
Yeah. But the thing is here for from address, I think this should match. So which server?
Match, right?
Match from why, because I mean which address they're going to use, right? Some from address there, some from service server is some address, right? Particular from address. So suppose you are sending Gmail, then you are going to give your Gmail servers. So the same here, I think this should be match. Bhumi train. I think I remember Bhumi train is a from address. True address should be anything. You can send to anyone.
Two address anything, but the from should be matched with the server.
Matching with that server details. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So here only we are setting. Only thing is we are setting like connection details and the email and from address, true address and subject. But we can say that like no subject other than subject we should set like a body where we can set body to this mail. See, one more thing I do like remember like I want to tell you one thing. Whenever like you are going to running any your documents, the documents are flowing from one shape to other shapes, right? From here to here, here to here, the same, right? When you can see here, when the second branch is executed, here up to here we are receiving CSV. Up to here we are receiving CSV. After map shape, what data is available? XML data is available. CSV data is not going to be available.
Correct.
Why? Because we are converting. Up to here, CSV data is coming. After map, XML is coming. CSV is not available. Remember, that is one thing. And at the same way, and here, start shape. Start shape has no documents. Okay. Up to here, there is no documents are available. And after that, FTP data is available. CSV data is available. Why? Because we are retrieving the data. See here in branch shape, it is executed. In second branch also, up to here, there is no data is available because start shape no data. So here we are receiving only no data. Decision shape. Okay. That is not available, right? For decision shape also. Why? Because we are receiving empty data from the source. Branch shape always like yesterday I told you, right? You can revise that one. Branch shape will copy of the exact original data, but original data is not there. Then it's going to give empty data. Then it's going to pass empty data here. It's going to pass empty data here. Then what the data we have to pass to mail. So if you don't have any data, we can use one more shape here. Now facilitate your like a message. Suppose this is a message shape. The message shape is used to generate a text message. Okay, dynamically or like statically. As of now here, I'm going to the file was not there on particular date. I'm going to give like a date. Date should be dynamical. When the process is running, on which date the process is running, the same date will be we can display here dynamically. Suppose today we are going to don't have any file, we can notify this notification, right? Then the date will be applicable here. Then we have variable section here. In variable section, click on here and go to type. We have date and time. Okay. So I'm going to take date and time with in this format and current date and click OK. So this variable, it is a first variable. I'm going to place it here and plus. Whenever it is running, automatically storing the current date, and this is a
braces.
Yeah, braces. Right? Okay. The same braces we can keep. First one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to give this message to this mail. This is like a subject. Sorry, so not subject, body. We are sending body. Now let's go at this. I think Bhumi train should be okay. If it's not correct, then it's throwing error. Why? Because the from address is invalid, it's throwing error.
Anyway, no files, right? Okay, it will go to false.
See here, up to here, we don't have any files. Shape storage data is 0. Okay, after message shape,
Okay.
if we see after message shape, we are setting some message. Then this message will go to shape source data. See here. There is
Okay.
the file was not there on 2021/11/26 on date and time.
Okay.
Okay, this is what I'm going to receive, I think.
Oh, you have email. Okay.
Yeah, if you are going to distribute like multiple emails, then you can separate it with those emails by using like a semicolon. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, generally we are sending
Okay.
distributed emails, right? Yeah. This is the one.
An attachment you can do, right?
Attachments, yeah, attachments we are not sending. Suppose the document is, if you want to send the message, attachment is nothing but we don't have any receive any attachments, right? We don't use any documents. Suppose the document is coming, then if you want to attach it here, like you can use like an attachment.
Parameters.
You can use like an attachments. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That means whatever the document is coming, the document will be attached to this mail.
Okay.
This is the word. This is just like a real-time one. So recently we used this one. Why? Because we are receiving like files from FTP location. We are like storing into database, Snowflake database. Okay. It is like in huge files, like we are receiving 10 MB, like 1 GB files, like below 1 GB files we are receiving. Those value we are inserting those records into database. Okay. And so one particular day, due to some reasons, they are not placing the file from Workday. Okay. So we are receiving something like an employee information. We are storing into Snowflake database. So sometimes like we are not receiving the data. So they asked me to like, so is it possible to notify if there is no file is there in FTP location? Then we use this statement, just logic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then they will know. So this day the file was not coming from the Workday into FTP location. They not placed any file. So then immediately, so they will look into it, the reason why they're not going to place any files today.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. So whenever we go for mail, then we have add a message also. If it is required in the content, body of content.
Yes, body of the content. We can. So this is just like simple text, like plain text, right? This is simple plain text. If you want to send a rich content like an HTML, suppose we are receiving like emails with rich content, right? With body. Okay, colorful body. If you want to set it, you can use like an HTML content here.
Okay.
In message shape, you can write your own HTML content, headers, tags, and how your email looks like.
Okay.
You know, right? HTML. HTML is like in a front end, like if you want to create HTML pages, so you can write your own HTML content and you can display your email body. Rich look.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we can give font color, something like that.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Body header or something.
Okay. Copy.
Then we'll see it like tomorrow with the new connectors and a new process.
Monday, right? Which means Monday.
Yeah. Monday. Yeah.
Gopi, is it okay for you to can move this session 8 o'clock instead of 8:30?
Yeah, okay. I don't have any
8 to
problem.
9.
Just, yeah, wait.
Okay, then Monday we can see 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll see. And also we'll inform to Tasveer
You
also.
you want me to inform, or your
Yeah, otherwise they will only like start our meeting, right? So we
correct.
should inform.
Okay, then I can send a message to them.
Yeah, in group mail, just inform them.
Sure. Okay, 8 o'clock we can see on Monday.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.